Welcome to the subject Business Intelligence. Today's session is 10th session and the topic is Getting to Know Unstructured Data. Students, you very well know we are in chapter 2, that is types of digital data. In the previous class we have studied structured data and today we will study unstructured data. Point number 1, more than 80% of data in any organization is unstructured and it is growing at alarming rate. Students, you very well know large percentage of data in any organization belongs to unstructured category and it is always increasing. Point number 2. Unstructured data is the one which cannot be stored in form of rows and columns as in case of database and does not conform to any data model. That is, it is difficult to determine the meaning of the data. Students, in the previous class you have studied structured data. Structured data is one which can be put in rows and columns as in case of data in database. So whereas unstructured data is which cannot be put in terms of rows and columns. So hence it is very difficult to draw meaning out of such data. Point number 3. It does not follow any rules or semantics. It can be of any type and is hence unpredictable. Characteristics of unstructured data. So there are several characteristics. We'll study few of them. 1. Unstructured data does not conform to any data model. That is, there is no data model that we can fit in the unstructured data. Point number 2. Cannot be stored in the form of rows and columns as in case of database. Third, it is not in particular format or sequence. Fourth, not easily usable by program. So unstructured data cannot be used in any program or it cannot be processed by computer. Point 5. Does not follow any rules or semantics. Unstructured data doesn't have any rules or any more meaning. Point 6. Has no easily identifiable structure. Classification of unstructured data. Broadly speaking, anything in the non-database form is unstructured data. So students, which cannot be put in terms of rows and columns as in case of database is unstructured data. Point number 2. It can be classified in two broad categories, that is bitmap objects and textual objects. So bitmap objects, the examples are image, video, audio file, etc., which is stored in bitmap category. Textual objects, for example, MS Word document, email, MS Excel spreadsheet, etc. So student, when you classify unstructured data, there are two broad categories. One is bitmap object, another is textual object. Point number 4. A lot of unstructured data is also noisy text, such as charts, emails, and SMS text. Now let us know what are the sources of unstructured data or from where we get unstructured data. We got some list here. We listed some sources. One is web pages, second is memos, third videos or MPEG, etc., images, JPEG or GIF files, fifth body of email, sixth word document, 7 PowerPoint presentation, 8 charts, ninth is reports, 10th is white papers, 11th is surveys, and list can go on. So we know some sources of unstructured data. Now how to manage unstructured data? This is a big question. So a few generic tasks to be performed to enable storage and search of unstructured data are indexing, tags or metadata, classification or taxonomy, and fourth is content addressable storage, in short CAS. We'll take up one by one. First, indexing. We know that in RDBMS, data is indexed to enable faster search and retrieval. Students, you are relational database management system. So there is a proper index in terms of your primary key through which you can search the data and retrieve it very fast. Point number two, index is nothing but an identifier and represents a large record in the data set. Students, index, here you can take index as primary key. So primary key is one of the columns with the help of which you can uniquely identify a record. So index is something similar. Point number three, in absence of an index, the whole document or data set need to be scanned for retrieval of data. Point number four, indexing in unstructured data is difficult because text can be indexed on a text string, whereas non-text based files, for example audio, video, etc., can be indexed. Indexing depends upon file names. Point number two, tags or metadata. Point number one, using metadata, data in a document can be tagged. Point number two, this enables search and retrieval. So using metadata or tags, you can easily search the data. Point number three, but in unstructured data, this is difficult as metadata is not available. Students, in case of unstructured, no proper format or metadata is available. Third way is classification or taxonomy. So what is taxonomy? Taxonomy is classification of data on the based on the relationship that exists between the data. So what is the relationship between the data? So also you can give them classification or taxonomy or title. Point number two, in case of unstructured data, classification is difficult as identifying relationships between data is not an easy task. So students, in case of unstructured data, classification is difficult as we cannot identify any relationship in the whole data set. Fourth, CAS, that is common addressable storage. Point number one, it stores data based on their metadata. Point number two, it assigns a unique name to every object stored in it. Point number three, the object is retrieved based on its content and not its location. And fourth, it is used extensively to store emails, etc. So students, today we have considered unstructured data, that is the characteristics of unstructured data. We have defined what is unstructured data. So you know, unstructured data is one which cannot be put in terms of rows and columns, or you cannot establish any relationship between the various data items. We know various sources of data or the way we can store the data. So we have studied unstructured data. You please write this in your notebook, the given PDF file, and try and know what are the answers for the question that follow in the PDF file. Thank you.